It's Friday, June 8th. There are just 516 days left until the 2008 presidential elections.
It's noon here in New York, 9 a.m. on the West Coast.
I'm Rob.
I'm Will.
This is Political Lunch.
Welcome back to Political Lunch. It's been a long week here on the program. We spent most of it in Manchester, New Hampshire for the presidential primary debates, so make sure to check out our Monday and Wednesday episodes for that coverage.
Now, we'll be going through some lessons we learned during the trip, but first here are a few stories you may have missed this week.
Senator Barack Obama is holding a dinner where he's going to sit down with some donors to his campaign. Now, you can give as little as $5 and hope for an audience with the senator. Now, he has pledged not to take money from Washington lobbyists or political action committees, so he has a strong emphasis on grassroots fundraising. Don't think that your $5 will automatically get you at the senator's table. He'll be holding a lottery, and 4 lucky campaign donors will get to have dinner with him.
Seems like a nice approach. I think it's probably going to win a few more converts for him.
In a somewhat less savory contest, Hustler publisher Larry Flynt is offering $1 million to anyone with proof of a national government official's adultery.
And finally, it's not just the Republicans who can talk about faith. On Monday night in Washington, Edwards, Clinton, and Obama all gathered to discuss their faith.
I have a deep and abiding love for my Lord, Jesus Christ.
Your faith guides you every day. Certainly mine does.
Okay, now that's out of the way. Let's take a step back and look at some of the lessons we learned on our debate road trip to New Hampshire.
Top 5. Number 1, no matter how cool your company car is, there's always somebody with a better ride.
Second, if you're going to New Hampshire in the spring, it's probably not a bad idea to bring an umbrella, but as soon as you finally break down and buy one, the sun will come out. Okay.
Third, if you bring some really cool gear, you can pretty much elbow your way in among the pros.
Fourth, if all else fails, just throw a really great party.
And the final lesson we learned is that nobody really loves you until someone hates you, or at least has their 2 cents about your personal grooming choices.
All sorts of Political Lunch fans have come out of the woodwork over this past week. We received this email on Wednesday evening.
From Cash Peters, please tell Will to get rid of his beard. It is distracting, and unless he has no chin under there or some visible scarring, he'd look so much better without it, possibly like one of the Osmonds.
Well, thanks, Cash, for watching, and thanks for your input. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, I have both visible scarring and no chin, so as much as I would love to look like one of the Osmonds, it looks like the beard is here to stay.
Now, a final note, on Wednesday we were featured on Rocketboom as guest correspondents. Now, Rocketboom's a show we've always kind of liked. It was an honor to be featured, and we looked forward to reading some of the comments.
Most of them were helpful and constructive, and we even got this really cool photo mashup. But I have to say, there's a special place in my heart for whichever Rocketboom scientist came up with this comment.
If you mention the word politician one more time, we'll rip your ears off and feed them to a Black Ops paper shredder.
Especially with the stakes as high as they are, especially knowing how much influence these politicians have, for better or worse, over the lives of every American, not least of which are those Americans stuck in Iraq with more pressing concerns than whether or not their favorite internet video program offers content they find enjoyable. How are you so eager to dismiss your obligation to be a part of the process by which we choose those people who will represent us?
Now here's our challenge. Whoever left that comment, we'll gladly give you 60 seconds to state your position and explain why you think it's a good idea to disengage from the process. We may be boring, and frankly, the political news right now can be overwhelming. That's exactly why we do what we do. There's so much to filter through, and with so many candidates to look at, we want to give simple, fast overview of the top stories and refer people to the best sources.
Give us 10 minutes and we'll try to keep you caught up.
I admit my haircut, not so sharp lately. And Will's beard, I'm working on it.
People love it or they hate it. It's nothing I can do.
But one way or the other, we're going to keep doing what we do, and we'd like to hear why, frankly, you seem to think we shouldn't.
So, it's been quite a week here at Political Lunch. We appreciate you watching. We'll be back here on Monday. We'll see you then.
Actually seemed alright. Did that ramble
I think that was
too
okay.
much?
No, I
That actually